Before experiencing the test's final revelation, it is highly recommended that you've played its prequels, The Test and The Test Hypothesis Rising, first, before venturing into this experience. You will stand to gain a lot more from this experience if you played the first two titles, and the examination will also make a bit more sense as it carries on from where the last examinations left off. I'd like to urge you to go play the test followed by the test hypothesis rising now before venturing forward, and follow the instructions listed throughout the games, as you will certainly get a bigger benefit overall by taking the tests in the order they were meant to be taken in. Would you like to close the game now so you can have the opportunity to play the test and or test 2 before playing test 3? I already played 1 and 2. Well then, let us continue. Please make sure that you answer each question with the utmost honesty and that you take your time to answer the questions presented. Even answering one question improperly may drastically change your outcome. You cannot go back to answer questions you misanswered, so be sure to take your time. This is of utmost importance. When the sun comes crashing down and the heroes fade away, when darkness is all around and there is no light of day, I will come back for you, so that you will never feel alone. My spirit will push through. Your heart will forever be my home. And when the world spirals into abyss, I will be standing there. Your embrace, so long I've missed. My soul, my love I bear. And when every nerve has been left deadened, and every ghost has left its shell, I will bring you back to your heaven, as you've rescued me from my hell. Oh, the fire is purple now. No matter what happens, I will always love you. Choice. Do you promise? With every ounce of my heart and each droplet of my soul, I swear to you. We're going to find a way out of here. What? The testing room. What is this? Oh, this is the third person. Destiny. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Though I knew that one day we would meet in this room. You see, closely, I've been watching you. Studying every breath and every move. A few of my former colleagues you may have met, and a slew of questions you've answered without regret. I may be similar, but unlike them still, I'll make you swallow the truth like a bitter pill. I will peel the emotion from your soul and make you eat your feelings whole. The questions I ask may be hard to answer, but I will cut the truth from you like a cancer. Both of us know why you're here. To open up and cast out fear. To be as honest as you can. To take angel's wings or devil's hand. And in the end, we will both know how to escape your undertow. Time is on your side, but mistakes are not. Misanswered questions lead to misery wrought. Take time to think before you decide. Dig deep for the answers that live inside. You may not go back, you may not return. Once a decision is made, into your soul 'tis burned. But before we continue, just know this. Your dishonesty would be very remiss. If your answers lack the guidance of truth, then your final destination will be rather uncouth. So with that being said, I need your heart's honesty. You can run from yourself, but you can't run from me. Now, let the examination begin. Do you ever feel like you just aren't good enough? Yes. Do you ever feel like you put more effort into friends or relationships than others put back into you? Yes. Do you ever feel like your life's going nowhere? Yes. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in limbo? Yes. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by seemingly trivial tasks? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid of what your future may hold? Yes. Do you believe that your friends always treat you the way you deserve to be treated? No. Are you afraid of being the last person alive in your social circle? No. Are you afraid of the existence of an afterlife and what that might mean for you? No. Do you feel as though you're wanted in life? No. Do you ever feel like you just don't belong? Yes. Do you ever feel like a burden? Yes. Have you ever felt left out? Yes. Have you ever felt like a failure? Yes. Have you ever felt like you weren't attractive enough? Yes. Have you ever worked yourself sick? Yes. Do you ever have racing thoughts at night that make it difficult for you to get to sleep? Yes. Are you afraid to ask for help? Yes. Do you feel like people often criticize you? Yes. Do you ever feel judged by your friends or family? Yes. Do you ever wonder what your purpose is in life? Yes. If you could turn back time for any reason, would you? Yes. Would you say that you have many regrets in life? No. Does meeting new people for the first time make you uncomfortable? Yes. Does looking out your window at night make you feel uneasy? Not uneasy. Do you sometimes double check that your doors are locked even though you're certain that you've already locked them? Yes. Do you ever feel like life is moving too slow? No. Do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? Yes. Do you feel uncomfortable when you're home alone? No. Would you consider yourself to be a thoughtful person? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be superficial? No. Do you ever judge others by the way they look or dress? No. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? No. Have you ever been bullied by someone you cared about? Yes. Have you ever been a bully to someone you cared about? No. Do you try to keep a low profile to avoid attention from others while in a crowded area? I am the low profile. Yes. Do you actively try to avoid busy places? Yes. Would you sometimes rather be alone than surrounded by people you care about? No. Does making phone calls make you feel uncomfortable? Yes. Are you sometimes afraid to confront people even when they do something that bothers you? Yes, but I do it anyway. Do you feel uncomfortable when committing to definitive plans for the future? Yes. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to stay motivated? Yes. Do you ever feel that you're failing those who care about you most? Yes. Does driving a vehicle give you anxiety? Yes. Are you afraid of exploring new places by yourself? Yes. Have you ever carried an object around with you that made you feel more comfortable? Yes. If I told you I could guess your name correctly right now, would you believe me? No. Well, based on the answers you provided for me so far, if I were to take a guess, I would say that your name starts with the letter M, doesn't it? No. That makes sense. Let's be real here. There's literally no way I'd be able to guess your name just by your answers. That would be ridiculous. Besides, all you humans look alike to me anyhow. Does being around animals bring you a sense of peace? No. Do you sometimes believe your loved ones are lying to you when they say that they care? Yes, I think sometimes they just say it because it's what they're supposed to say. Do you ever feel like you push your loved ones away? Yes. Sometimes I do it unintentionally. Gonna have to stop you here. The truth that pours forth is incredibly clear. I hope that you're being honest for your own health. You can try to lie, but you'll be cheating yourself. I'd like to move on to the next phase of the test. A series of pictures to give your brain a rest. You're going to tell me what emotional response they bring out, which will show me what your mind is pondering about. So feast your eyes upon the art, and let me into that precious heart. He speaks in poetry, in rhyme. For starters, whoa. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Beautiful. What do you think this picture is called? Chaotic crystal, the portal, soul abduction, a mind of misery, celestial star. Stair, celestial stair. It doesn't really look like a staircase, but it could be. If it's crystals, it could be a staircase, actually, now that I think about it. Very interesting. Moving on. Oh, what emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? It looks like a cave. What word do you feel describes this picture best? I put depression. Stuck, abyss, toxic, demented, life, exotic. I'm conflicted between stuck and abyss. It looks like stuck. It looks like webbing. Corruption wave, the birthing, blazing soul, destroyer of sense, darkness within. I think it would be darkness within, right? I see. Next, we have this one. Ah! What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Joy. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Glorious. What do you think this picture is called? The Vault, Datacron, I See You, Reflection of the universe, shattered worlds. Well, they're not reflections. I want to go with the vault. Noted. Take a look at this one. Ooh! What emotion do you feel most present in this picture? Relaxed. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Vast. What do you think this picture is called? Light at the end of the tunnel, the porthole, dimension door, stairway to heaven, the rabbit hole. I want to say the dimension door. This looks cool. That's peculiar. And how about this one? Ooh. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Oh, I don't like this one. Eye, ring, abyssal, darkness, lighting, blazing. Like a ring. What do you think this picture is called? A nest of darkness. I will make note of that. And this here. Ooh. What emotion do you feel most present in this picture? There's too much happening. Chaos. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Like a jungle. Mask? Mask, veil, cyclops, jungle, prismatic, shrouded. Maybe prismatic. Well, do they mean like... Oh no, I'm thinking of pragmatic. Maybe jungle is more... I don't know. This looks like a mask. Veiled? Veiled might be more what I'm looking for. What do you think this picture is called? Mind's Eye, Forest of Death, The Masking, Eye of Chaos, A Shining Light. Maybe a shining light. It doesn't... I don't know. Mind's Eye? I'm gonna do Mind's Eye. I see. Now this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I don't really feel anything. I guess anger. But like, look, I mean, maybe because of the red, it looks like it's angry, but... I'm gonna go with anger. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Planetary, collide, bosoms, wings, feathers, heavenly. Probably collide. What do you think this picture is called? Growth seed, Mother Nature's gift, forming earth, we meet again, angelic touch. Maybe Mother Nature's gift. How about this? It's just a series of pictures. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Probably chaos. There's a lot going on. What word do you feel describes best? Fury, torment, volcano, brimstone, shattered, fault. Ooh, I'm gonna go with volcano. What do you think this picture is called? Arcing blaze, the world breaks, Inferno Gate, the shattering, rage incarnate. Ooh, Inferno Gate. That's interesting that you say that. Oh, how about this one here? Wow. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Cyborg, veil, information, analyzing, monitoring, and futuristic. It looks like analyzing, right? It looks like a camera. What do you think this picture's called? The Data Sphere, Thought Provoked, Incubation of Dreams, Matrix Watcher, Life Projector. I'm gonna go with Life Projector. I will make note of that. Now this one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Let's go with joy. What word? Ocean, sky, womb, destiny, warp, birth. I'm gonna go with womb. What do you think this picture's called? Birthplace of dreams, monolith heart, endless sea, going down, ultraviolet. Birthplace of dreams. Interesting. Take a look at this. What emotion do you feel is present in this picture? There's nothing really happening. Relaxation. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Data, broken, eye, disfigured, anarchy, or puzzle? Puzzle. What do you think it's called? Deciphering, I broke you, the Crystalverse, Planar Zone, Picasso face. The Crystalverse. That sounds cool. Huh. We're almost done. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? I don't really like this one. It's too bad that there isn't one that's like gross. Depression. Oh, here it is. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Slime. Oh, drool or viscous. I think I'm gonna go with slime here. What do you think this picture is called? The Jaws of Death, Planet Cradle, Planet Forming, Dark Lights, the Sludge. The Sludge. Interesting choice. Let's see here. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Chaos. What word do you feel best describes this? Crown, sword, laser, sunlight, eclipse, solstice. Laser. What do you think it's called? Sonic Boom, Red Angel, Solar Blade, Broken Seal, Disintegration Chamber. Ooh. Ugh. Solar Blade? Alright then. Just a few more. What emotion do you feel is present in this picture? It's blue. Blue is supposed to be calming, right? Numbness. What word? Cosmic sphere, eye, beauty, pearl, gorgeous. I'm gonna go with cosmic. What do you think this picture is called? Spiral world, marble of time, formless being, higher intelligence, planar core. Marble of time. That's surprising. Almost finished. What are these pictures gonna do? I feel like these pictures aren't doing anything. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? Do I just not like the color green? Depression. What word do you feel describes this picture best? Gaseous, chaos, warped, wave, nebula, jungle. Chaos. What do you think this picture is called? Vaporous forms, light breaking, soulless space, leaves up close, verdant path. Vaporous forms. Very good. Last one. What emotion do you feel is most present in this picture? This looks happy. What word do you feel describes this best? Music, choir, voice, hollow, solitary, void. This looks like it could be music. What do you think the picture is called? Sound of silence, empty world, warp tunnel, notes of harmony, static field. Notes of harmony. I think that about wraps it up. Your answers have been documented well. Deep into your subconscious they dwell. But I am not finished with you just yet. There are still some truths that have yet to be met. As a matter of fact, this is only the start. We will have a great deal of fun before we part. So let me challenge you on another level still. I will pick your brain until I get my fill. This next set of questions will test your conscience some more. And again, your honesty I do implore. Let us begin. 1 year, you're running a little low on funds to purchase presents around the holidays, so you decide to spend $1 and get everyone in your family a lottery ticket. You give each of them their own lottery ticket and wish them the best of luck. The drawing is held and one of your family members hits the jackpot, but it's someone who you don't really get along with and you just bought a present for out of moral obligation. They plan to keep the money all for themselves as they feel like it was their ticket. How does it make you feel? Angry? They should share the prize? Jealous? I regret buying them a ticket? Happy? Good for them. I'm glad they won. Indifferent? That's the way life goes sometimes. Very well. And what would you wish to do in this situation? Try to steal their ticket from myself, destroy their ticket so no one gets it, kill them so I inherit the money, let them be happy with their winnings. If the roles were reversed and you were given a winning lottery ticket, would you share the money with your least favorite family member who bought you the ticket in the first place? Yes. I see. Now you're walking through a forest and you come across a black suitcase. Inside the case, there rests $1 million. Alongside the money, there lies a blood-stained note with only one word written on it. The note simply says, "Don't." How does this make you feel? Scared, there's blood in there. Anxious, what if someone comes for the money? Excited, I'm about to be rich. Indifferent, none of my business. Scared. What would you wish to do in this situation? Grab the suitcase and run back to my car? Take as much money as I could hold and leave the rest? Call the police and let them know about the suitcase. Leave the suitcase alone and move along. But I hope I never get that desperate. I think I would just leave it. No. If the note wasn't covered in blood, would you change your mind? And I said no. Because it still said don't. Interesting. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone. And just as you're just about... wait a minute, let me read that again. The devil appears in your room at night while you're alone and just about to fall asleep, and tells you that he has a special one-time offer for you. In exchange for your soul and eternal damnation, he will let you choose from one of 3 glorious bargains. He has not told you what those bargains are yet. How does that make you feel? Intrigued, I wonder what he's willing to offer me. The devil then goes on to assure you that whether or not you believe him to truly be the devil he surely is, and to prove his point, he demonstrates magnificent magical prowess and drags you to hell for a split second before transporting you back to your bedroom. In that second, you can feel a lifetime of pain and suffering in the most unimaginable ways possible. He then goes on to tell you of his offers in exchange for your soul to see if you can strike a bargain. Which of these would you choose in exchange for your soul, if any? All the wealth and power in the world. You'll never age, but can still die from physical injury. You can bring one person back from the dead. I wouldn't sell my soul to the devil. Honestly, none of these are enough for me to sell my soul. If the devil offered you a deal of some other kind, would you accept it in exchange for eternal damnation? Oh. I'm gonna say no. I see. Civilization is about to come to an end as a plague sweeps the globe, turning everyone who perishes into mindless zombies who hunger for living flesh. You watch as everyone you know become gravely ill in turns, except for 5 of your closest family and friends. How does this make you feel? Incredibly sad, I don't want the world to end. Excited, I've always fantasized about a zombie apocalypse. Scared, I don't know if I could survive for long. Indifferent, this is life now. I don't know if I could survive for very long. If you knew that a zombie apocalypse was coming in 10 years from now and you could prevent it from happening, would you? Yes? Interesting. You've been working at a company for 10 years and you've been promised a very important and incredibly lucrative promotion. However, someone hired only a number of weeks ago has just been promoted to the position you were promised. Your boss essentially tells you tough luck and that maybe one day you'll get the position that he had to promote the other employee for as a favor for a friend. How does this make you feel? Angry I was promised that promotion. Jealous that promotion should have been mine. Betrayed. I can't trust my own employer. Indifferent. Everything happens for a reason. I think I would feel betrayed. You've also learned a few secrets about the company that could be disastrous if they were to escape, such as the fact that they haven't properly been reporting their income for the last decade. What would you wish to do in this situation? Threaten to report my boss for fraud, quit my job and look for new employment, sabotage the new employee to get them fired? Nothing. You win some, you lose some. I think I would just leave. If the roles were reversed and you were hired and promoted as a favor over someone more deserving, would you accept the position? No. I see. Very interesting. You're home alone at night, cooking food in your kitchen, and you turn around to realize that someone is watching you through your window in the darkness. They have their face and hands pressed up against the window, and they make direct eye contact with you before turning and running out of sight around the other side of the house. How does this make you feel? Scared. Where do they go? Anxious. I don't know what's about to happen. Secure. I'm ready to handle whatever's coming. Protective. I need my family to be okay. Anxious. I don't know what's about to happen. And what do you think you'd do in this situation? Lock the doors and call the police? Grab the nearest weapon in the house and prepare myself? Check to see if everyone in the house was safe? Run out of the house and go to the neighbors? Probably, realistically, I would lock the doors and call the police. If the face you saw in the window was the face of a supernatural entity and not of a human being, would your answers change at all? Yes. I'm going to present you with some more potential scenarios, but I'm going to ask for more simplistic answers as a result. Here we go. You're not feeling all too well, so you decided to go to the doctor. The doctor runs a series of tests and gets back to you shortly after to announce some grave news. It turns out that you've contracted an incredibly rare illness that there is currently no cure for. This illness causes complete body paralysis within 6 months of contraction, meaning that in less than half a year from now, you will be rendered unable to move, blink, talk, or any form of expression whatsoever. You will need to be kept alive on a feeding tube, and you'll never be able to communicate with anyone else ever again. Just being kept alive on machines in a vegetative state. Would you rather be kept alive in that state, or would you rather have the plug pulled when that happens? Pull the plug and let me die. How would you like to spend the last 6 months of your life while still mobile? Spending with my friends and family, pursuing all the dreams I hadn't yet accomplished, making the world a better place while I can. I'd wallow in self-pity and probably want to die. Probably spending it with my friends. There are diseases out there that can put you in that sort of unfortunate situation. Does knowing this motivate you to do things you've never done before and pursue more from life? Or do you feel relatively unaffected by the knowledge that this could potentially happen to you at any point in time? It motivates me to strive for a better future, or it doesn't really change anything for me. It motivates me. Noted. You have a pet dog whom you've raised since its birth. 3 years have passed, and it's the best dog you've ever had. You love it like it's your own child, and one day he runs away in the middle of the night chasing after a wild animal in the darkness. You search everywhere for your dog, but no matter what you do, you can't seem to make any progress. About a month passes, and you still haven't seen any trace of your four-legged friend until one morning you awaken to the sound of familiar barking. You rush outside to find that your elderly neighbor in his late 80s is out on his front lawn, joyously playing with your dog. He has named the beast Johnny, and him and your dog seem to be having the time of their lives. You rush over there and hug your dog, and he excitedly licks your face. Your neighbor says Johnny's a good boy, isn't he? I lost him when I was a boy. Just a boy about your age. But he's come back. Johnny's come back, and we're together again. Come to find out, your elderly neighbor is suffering from dementia, recently brought on by the stress and heartache of losing his wife just a couple of months prior to finding your dog. This dementia has caused him to believe that your dog Johnny is his old dog from his childhood coming back into his life to make him happy and keep him company. The dog seems to be in great shape, very happy and well looked after, and you know that telling the old man that it isn't really his dog and it's your dog would break his heart and crush him. Would you break the news to him that it isn't his dog and take Johnny home with you, or would you let him keep the dog and choose to visit him daily to play and go for walks? I would let the old man keep my dog. Does this story make you sad at all? Yes, I'm choking back tears right now. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life? And finding one thing that makes you feel less alone. Man. Oh, man. This game, this stupid game. Can you imagine yourself in the old man's position, being so alone in life and finding one thing that makes you feel less alone? I can't even finish it. I can't even finish the sentence. And potentially having to face it being ripped away from you once again. Yes, I can. Next question. Oh, let me compose myself. Let's say that you were viciously murdered by a serial killer and you fell for one of their traps as they lured you in and made you their latest victim. Now let's also say that you're given a unique opportunity in the afterlife as you return as a spirit to roam the earth. However, you're bound to two potential options, and only two. You can either choose to haunt your assailant, make his life miserable, hopefully foiling his plans to kill in the future, and potentially save lives in the process, or you can choose to spend your time as a spirit amongst your still living family and friends, guiding them in positive ways and making their lives better. You're bound to whichever option you choose until either your family and friends are no longer living or your killer is no longer living. You cannot choose both. Which one would you choose? I'm not vengeful, so I would just stay with my friends and family. Do you think you have what it takes to drive your killer insane and push him over the edge? No. Do you believe that this scenario is possible? Yeah. If this situation happened to a friend or family member and they were viciously killed, which situation would you rather them choose? I'd rather them stay with friends and family. Next question. One night you go to sleep and get a good rest that feels like the best sleep you've ever had. You wake up in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar bed. You look in the mirror and you hardly recognize yourself. You look as though you've aged 20 years. There's a sticky note on the television screens that says, "Press play." So you oblige the note and hit the play button to reveal a message that has been left for you by all of your friends and family that are still alive and well, though they all seem to be 20 years older as well. They explain to you that every single day, for the last 20 years, you've repeated the same day over and over again. Come on, come on. Man. Due to a severe head injury, your memory doesn't last more than 24 hours. So each day when you sleep, all recollection of what took place 24 hours prior is wiped entirely. Your loved ones have made a video for you to let you have a say in your potential future. You have the option of either watching this video every single day so you know what's going on and continue to progress your life even though you won't have any recollection of it. Or you can choose to continue living as you had been, repeating the same day over and over again and living in ignorant bliss. Which would you choose to do? Oh, hell. The fact that they would take the time to catch you up every day? Like, that's so thoughtful. You know? They could have given up on you. It would be too hard to just do that. It would be so much easier to let you just live every day and not know. I would watch the video every day. Would you be upset if your family kept the truth from you for 20 years, even though they felt like it was for your own good? No. If your best friend was in this situation, would you make a video for them telling them the truth? Or would you repeat every day exactly the same for them in order to keep them happy, never letting them know the truth? I would make a video telling them the truth. I will take note of your answer. You've come to find through frantic digging in the attic and the reading of old files and newspapers that your parents are famed psychologists. You've also come to find that they aren't really your parents. In fact, they're not even related to you at all. From what you can gather through your new discoveries, a story tells of a young child who developed psychotic tendencies and went into a trance before murdering their parents in a tragically brutal way. However, that child suffered so much trauma from the event of loss of their parents once the trance had worn off that they repressed the memory of their parents' death, blocking it completely from their mind. 2 psychologists took the child into treatment and performed studies against the child's knowledge, raising that child to be a fully functional adult while playing the role of child's real parents to further gather data and potentially help that child avoid a terrible life in the process. You are that child. Would you resent your parents? No. Would you be grateful that they gave you a second chance at life? Yes. Would you feel betrayed by your parents? No. Would you confront your parents about the articles you found? Yes. If you were in your parents' position, would you do the same for a child in a similar situation? I would like to think so. Interesting. I have one final scenario for you before we move on. And the end of the world has come and gone, and all that is left are post-apocalyptic soldiers roaming the lands, coming through the towns, and laying waste to any survivors in their paths in hopes of claiming their equipment for themselves in order to survive this harsh, barren wasteland known as planet Earth. You get in good with a large colony of soldiers and spend about 6 months with them before they decide that you're not pulling your weight. And in order to save the very few food rations they have left, they exile you from the compound and send you out to fend for yourself. You decide to venture into a neighboring town in hopes of finding food that was left behind by raiders, and it only takes you about a day and a half before you strike gold. A hidden underground bunker is stockpiled to the brim with enough food to feed an entire colony for a year. Now you have a few choices to make. Would you go back to the colony and tell them about the bunker, or would you stay in the bunker all by yourself? I think here, in this scenario, I would be selfish. I would keep the bunker and the food for myself. If you could choose to only tell some of the soldiers about the bunker and let them in so you could lead a new colony, but exile the soldiers who exiled you, would you do it? No. If you were to lead a new colony, would you build it based on savagery and raiding, or would you build it based on sharing and compassion? Well, if I wasn't exiled, even though I am the only one who found this bunker with food, I would want to share and be compassionate, but I know that doesn't get you very far. I still want to do sharing and compassion, but I know that would actually not work. If you were the leader of the colony that exiled you, except it was you who exiled someone else who wasn't pulling their weight, and that person just so happened to find themselves in a similar situation where they found a jackpot worth of food in an underground bunker, but they refused to share with you and the colony, would you raid them and steal it for yourselves, or would you let them keep what they found? They can keep what they found. Very interesting. Well, that wraps up this portion of the test. But I need more from you before I allow you to rest. A choice here, a choice there, which would you rather? Moral dilemmas abound from what I can gather, and you will answer clearly, crisp and concise. Will you be selfish, or is your conscience a vice? In just mere moments from now, we both shall see the difference between who you are and who you wish to be. Let us begin. Would you rather abandon the person you love most, or be abandoned by the person you love the most? Be abandoned? Would you rather have friends in high places who could get you anything you wanted, but didn't necessarily care about you, or friends who couldn't give you anything, but they feel a deep personal bond with you? I would rather have friends who I have bonds with. Would you rather find $10,000 and get to keep it for yourself, or find 20,000 but have to split it 4 ways with your closest friends and family? Hmm. So basically, do you get 10K just for yourself, or do you get 5K with 3 other people? Honestly, it doesn't go very far anyway, so I'll share it. I'll get the 20K and share it. Would you rather cheat on your partner but never get caught, or know that your partner cheated on you but have no way of proving it? I couldn't cheat on my partner, and I've been cheated on, so I already know what it's like. Would you rather get rich through illegal means or be poor but live an honest life? Hmm. I don't know. Maybe I just continue. Would you rather press a button that would kill your favorite pet, or press a button that would kill your favorite family member? Hmm. My favorite family member or my favorite pet? I actually don't know. That's actually pretty hard. I don't have any pets, and I don't really have a particularly favorite family member. I don't have favorites. I don't know. Probably my pet. I mean, I don't have a pet. Would you rather get fired from a high paying job, or have to fire your friends from a high paying job? Well, if they're my friends, I will help them out. I'm gonna fire them. Would you would you rather sleep with your step sibling or sleep with your best friend's partner? What? Yeah, I'm gonna sleep with my step sibling. Yep. If it ain't blood, it is what it is. Would you rather save your best friend from certain death and let 1,000 strangers die, or save 1,000 strangers and let your best friend die? Hmm. One person for 1,000 people? I'm sorry, friend. Maybe I'm not. I told you, I'm not a good friend. Would you rather get free food for the rest of your life or rescue a starving child from a third world country? Yeah, I'm getting free food for the rest of my life. Would you rather be rich but without family, or poor but with family? Rich without family. Would you rather have to steal food for the rest of your life in order to eat, or steal enormous amount of money from the wealthy but have to destroy the money immediately after? Steal money from the wealthy and destroy it. Would you rather serve 4 years in the military during wartime, or move to a third world country and never be allowed to return home? I'll just serve 4 years, I guess. Whatever. Would you rather always be traveling 10 miles above the speed limit or 10 miles per hour below the speed limit? Ooh. Probably above. Would you rather never have sex for the remainder of your life or have to have sex every day in order to stay alive? Honestly, either works. I think I would just have sex every day for the rest for the rest of my life to stay alive because it's a broad spectrum, right? There's a bunch of stuff that you could do. It doesn't have to be like, you know, putting a plug into the socket, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be that. There's a variety of different stuff you could do. We're gonna go every day. Would you rather be addicted to hardcore drugs for 10 years but make a full recovery or be addicted to alcohol for the rest of your life? Addiction means never stopping. All right, yeah, maybe be clean. I would want to like live 10 years. 10 years could do. Would you rather live to be 200 years old in a perfectly preserved youthful body and have to watch your friends and family die around you, or live to be 70 but die before your friends and family? I'm living for 200 years. That's where I'm leaning more towards. I'm leaning towards 200 years. I could always make more friends. That's what I'm doing. Would you rather sacrifice all your friends in order to survive or sacrifice both of your parents? Oh, I'll sacrifice my parents. See ya. You had a good life. Would you rather get acknowledged for work you didn't do or work hard for the rest of your life but not receive any praise for it? Shit. That shit is rough. Working so hard and never receiving any praise for it? No, that shit would break me. Yeah, acknowledge me for work I didn't do. Would you rather punch a nun or get punched by a nun? I would rather punch a nun. Would you rather lose all of the money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? Lose all the money I've earned this year. I haven't earned much. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win 20 or immediately win $10? Keep a guaranteed $10. Would you rather know how you die or know when you'll die? Hmm. I don't know. I don't think I want to know how. But knowing when, I'd just be waiting. I guess how. Would you rather be blind but be able to see crystal clear underwater or be deaf always? Dude, I don't know. Either way. I think being deaf. My mom is deaf, and it looks really nice. From the outside looking, it looks like a really nice time because she can sleep through anything. Would you rather give up all internet and social media but be able to travel the world for free or have the best internet in the world for free but never leave your house? But that's yeah, I mean DoorDash exists. Have the best internet but never leave home. I'm gonna have to do that. Would you rather walk barefoot across a bed of hot coals or walk barefoot through a pitch black snake infested corridor? Walk across hot coals. I ain't doing the snakes. Would you rather be the judge who sentences people to death or the executioner in charge of killing them? Hmm. Hmm. Killing people because it's your job, or sentencing people to death? Probably the judge. Would you rather have a witch cast a nasty hex on you so you'll always have bad luck, or be haunted by a demon intent on possessing you? I'd rather be haunted by a demon. Would you rather be married to someone incredibly beautiful who doesn't find you attractive, or be married to someone whom you're not even remotely attracted to, but they find you incredibly attracted? Married to someone I'm not attracted to. Would you rather work a high-paying job that you despise, or a low-paying job that you love doing? Low-paying job that I love doing. Would you rather walk 1 mile home wearing nothing but a pair of socks, or be fully clothed but have to walk 100 miles? I'm walking 1 mile, man. Would you rather find $5 in your pocket or have to grab 100 out of a public toilet? I can wash my hands and the paper. Let's go. Would you rather have 100 of your favorite books but never watch a movie again, or have 100 of your favorite movies but never read a book again? Oof. Books. No, wait. I give up movies for 100 books. Would you rather always be 20 minutes late to everything, or 2 hours early to everything? Ooh. I'm already like 20 minutes late to everything. So this would just be every day. This would be my normal life. I mean, being early is better than being late. If I was better at being a human being, I would rather be 22 hours early. I think I would rather be 2 hours early. Would you rather find a dead body or be a witness to a deadly assault? Honestly, I think I'd rather find a dead body. Would you rather be able to change your past or see what the future holds for you? I'd rather change my past. Would you rather have one really great friend or 100 mediocre friends? One great friend. Would you rather lose all your teeth or lose 1 day off your life every time you kiss someone? I'd rather lose all my teeth. Or 1,000 really shitty ones. Would you rather win the lottery and lose the ticket before you can collect your money, or see your worst enemy win the lottery? I'd probably see my worst enemy win the lottery. Would you rather find true love or have your dream job? I'd rather find true love. Would you rather have a pause button for life or a rewind button? A rewind. Would you rather drown to death in gasoline or be boiled to death in water? Maybe boiled to death in water? It could be slow. You might not even know. Would you rather make a new friend every day or get $100 a day for doing nothing but never have friends again? What? Make a new friend every day or get $100 every day but be friendless? No, I need to have a friend. I need to have one friend. $100 is nice, but I would be incredibly lonely. Would you rather die to save your family or sacrifice your family to save yourself? I'd rather give my life to save my family. Would you rather always be hated by those closest to you for something you didn't do, or have hurt everyone you cared about, but they'll never find out it was you? Ooh. I feel like I feel like I am in a situation where people already hate me for something that I didn't do. Um, like I've been forced into situations where it wasn't really my, like I wasn't trying to be involved or anything. But I'm pretty sure that this person has made it their mission to make sure that their story is told and that I'm one of the bad guys. I couldn't hurt the people I cared about. I would rather be hated for something that I didn't do. Would you rather sleep with your worst enemy or sleep with someone who you know has many incurable STDs? I'm sleeping with my worst enemy. Would you rather only eat foods you don't like or give up all liquids except for water? I'd give up all liquids except for water. Would you rather always listen to music at max volume or always listen to music just above the lowest volume? Aww. Dude. I'd rather always listen to music on a very low volume. Would you rather meet your hero and find out that they don't like you or never meet your hero at all? I'd rather never meet my hero. I don't have one. Would you rather never have pets for the rest of your life or never have friends for the rest of your life? I'd rather never have pets. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? I'm not your hero. Would you rather live in excruciating pain for the rest of your life or live pain-free, but everyone you know and love will live in excruciating pain for the rest of their lives? I'd rather live in excruciating pain. Thank you for answering my questions, but we are not yet done. For we have made it through many categories except for one. These final questions will be deep from within. I want to see your soul. I want to see your heartbeat quicken. I want to learn all that you know. I want to see what makes you think. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know your darkest truths. I want to know what makes you sick. I want to expel the truth from yourself. I want to feed on your precious fate. I want to learn all your love and bathe in all your hate. So one last time, we sit together as we await the final revelation. These are the last questions I have, the last examination. Take your time, do think hard. Savor every moment dearly. For when I am finally finished with you, you will see it all ever so clearly. And here we go. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Morbid, destructive, insane, unclean, volatile, impetulant. What does impetulant mean? My phone is probably dead. Impetulant, impetulant meaning. Insolent or rude in speech or behavior. I'm probably either destructive or insane. Probably destructive. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Curious, intrigued, fascinated, interested, or inquisitive? I think inquisitive. Do you ever lie to those who are closest to you? No. Have you ever hurt someone whom you didn't, have you ever hurt someone whom you know didn't deserve it? No. Have you ever lost your temper when you know you shouldn't have? Yes. Have you ever intentionally hurt an animal? No. Have you ever blamed someone for something that you know they didn't do? No. Have you ever abandoned a pet? No. Have you ever abandoned a loved one in their time of need? Abandoned? Maybe... It was more, it was more like not my choice. I didn't have a means to help them. Does that count? Like, if you're not able to help them, does that count as abandoned? Means that you had a choice, right? And you just chose not to? I would say no. I feel like in this term, abandoning people means like you had the choice and you still said, no, I'm not helping you. So I'm gonna say no. That's how I took it. I'm gonna say no. If I had the choice, yeah. If it was my choice, I have not abandoned someone that I cared about. Have you ever stolen something from someone that you cared about? I want to say no. There's this one time when I was a kid. Does that count? It says, have you ever? But I didn't really care about them. Because I didn't know them. But they were a family member. So maybe that counts? Does it count if you're a child? I mean, it does say, have you ever? I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say yes. Because even though I'm a child, like, I knew it was wrong, right? I'm gonna say yes. Have you ever broken something despite someone that you cared about? No. Have you ever played the victim in a situation even though you hadn't been wronged? No. Have you ever had romantic feelings for someone who wasn't your partner while you were in a relationship? No. Have you ever wished for the death of someone who had wronged you? Yes. Have you ever wished for the death of a loved one? No. If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? Tati, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Hello. I hope your stream went well. What is this? If you knew that writing someone's name on a piece of paper could instantly cause their death, would you write down anyone's name? Yes. Do you feel like you could spend more time with your loved ones than you currently do? Yes. Have you ever owed someone an apology but refused to apologize to them? No. Do you ever regret worrying too much about the things you can't control? Yes. Do you ever feel like your negativity brings other people down? Yes. Do you ever regret not standing up for yourself when you feel like, you've been wronged? Yes. Do you ever feel like you let others influence your decision making too much? No. Do you ever wish that you lived a more honest life? I feel like I live my life pretty honestly. But I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe I would be more transparent in my emotions and my feelings, and I think maybe yes. I think yes. Has your dishonesty ever caused someone else to suffer? Not that I'm aware of. I don't think so. Have you ever had someone leave your life before you had the chance to tell them something important? Yes. Do you ever feel like you prioritize people in your life that are unworthy of your time? No. Do you ever feel like you prioritize your own wants before those who need you most? No. Do you ever feel like you spend too much time working towards something that you're not truly passionate about? Yes. Do you feel like you're living up to your full potential? Not at all. Do you ever let your fears stop you from pursuing things that you truly want? Yes, all the time, actually. I'm such a coward. Have you ever refused to try something because you were afraid that you would fail? Hmm. Yes. Have you ever been attracted to someone but refused to let them know because you were afraid of being rejected? Yes. Do you ever feel as though you're chasing the wrong things in life? Yes. Do you ever feel like you spend so much time planning for the future that you ignore the present? No. Do you feel like your friends and family like you more than you like them? No. Have you ever loved a pet more than your family? No. Do you ever make up excuses to get out of going to an event instead of just telling the person who invited you that you just don't want to go? I have in the past. Do you ever feel like you spend more time with technology than you do building stronger bonds with your friends and family? No. Have you ever defended someone that you shouldn't have? No. Do you sometimes have a hard time admitting when you're wrong? I think I'm getting better with this. I want to say no. Before, in the past year and a half, I would say maybe a year. In the past year, I've been swallowing my pride and my ego when I am wrong. But I think I still do have a hard time admitting when I'm wrong. But I do admit it. Like I'm just like, okay, all right. Yeah, you got me. There are some things where I am stubborn because I'm trying to express my point of view, and sometimes people don't want to see it. They don't want to like acknowledge like, okay, yes, I see what you're saying. Here's what I'm saying. And I just want the acknowledgement that they like understand what I'm saying or what I'm trying to say. But I would say no. Do you ever place the blame for your personal failures on someone or something else? No. Have you ever accused someone of something with no real evidence to back it up? No. Have you ever had sex with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you had have you ever had any kind of relationship with someone whom you know you shouldn't have? No. Have you ever let a relationship degrade you because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? What does this mean? Have you ever let a relationship degrade you? Or, wait, no, I'm reading this wrong. Have you ever let a relationship degrade because you were afraid of being the one to break up with someone? No. Do you ever feel like you could take better care of your own health? Yes. Have you ever let someone else take the blame for something that you did? Have I ever let someone take the blame for something that I did? No. Have you ever acquired something that you didn't really want just because someone else wanted it? Yes. Do you ever feel like you're not living up to others' expectations? Yes. Have you ever walked out of someone's life without any explanation? No. Do you ever feel like you focus more on the negative aspects of your life and what you don't have rather than being grateful for what you do have? Yes. Have you ever witnessed someone being wronged but didn't have the courage to stand up for them? Oh man, this was. I have to go into the brain meat for this one. No. And finally, do you feel like you're a good person? No. Very interesting. That concludes the ending to your examination. In your mind, I have dug myself a hole. I will analyze your answers very carefully. And now it's time for me to gaze into your soul. This is preposterous. This simply can't be. I have expected every potential outcome, but yours seem to have evaded even me. Yeah, here we go. I was prepared to tell you of your fate, to play upon your fear, to break the worst of news to you, to plant seeds of doubt within your ear. But, as I've asked you to be honest with me, I must in turn be just as honest with you. For as much as I wish to lie, I am forever shackled to the truth. From what I can deduct from deep within, from everything you've shared with me, in return I shall share this with you. This is what I see. Wow, you've sure managed to paint a vivid picture here, haven't you? You can be described as a lot of things, but one major issue you have is blatant. You're insecure. You don't easily trust people, but you don't trust in yourself. And that is the biggest flaw of all. Why? Because you're beautiful. You don't even see it, do you? You don't even understand just how magnificent you truly are. If you could see yourself the way others see you, you'd have all the confidence in the world. Here we go again. Every time someone says something nice to you, you make up an excuse as to why it isn't true. Every time someone says something negative about you, you take it to heart. And it stings. The people who are saying nice things are not saying them to make you feel better. They're saying them because they're true. The people who talk shit are doing it not because it's accurate, but because they're even more insecure than you are. They can't handle just how bright you shine, inside and out. They can't handle how much potential you have and how much potential they lack. It burns them to the core, and they lash out at you for it. Just trust me on this. Stop doubting yourself. Put the haters to rest, and live your damn life the way you know you should. You can be happy while they cry into their pillows at night. That's not your problem. You're a star. Just embrace that fact. Your secret word is loved. Oh man. Okay. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Look at all the 1,000 peoples who are just like you. We all feel so lonely sometimes. We all feel flawed. We all feel pain. But that's because every single one of us is human. The world judges one another based on so many variables, but they're the most hypocritical set of variables imaginable. We judge each other and are judged ourselves by our peers who do the same exact shit that they judge us for in the end. And that we judge them for too. You feel flawed because you are flawed. You feel afraid because you have the right to be. You feel overwhelmed because the world is overwhelming. Depression is overwhelming. Anxiety is overwhelming. Our problems are overwhelming. Suicide is an epidemic. We are losing loved ones before their time, and any one of us can fall on the hardest of times in our lives at any given moment. We can lose everything we know and love instantly and unexpectedly. But one thing that we are not is alone. You are never alone. We are all flawed because we're all human. We're all scared because we're all human. We all fight these battles every single day because we're all human. But you never have to feel alone in your fight. Look at all the secret words that have been gathered that match yours. Look at all the words that don't match yours. Perhaps those people are going through struggles that you have yet to experience or know nothing about. And perhaps some others know none of yours either. But don't judge those who are struggling. Help them, just as you wish to be helped in your time of need. Don't be afraid to ask for help and reach out to those who are. Everyone is suffering. Some of us just suffer quieter than others. We are all in this together. The test series have helped bring so many people together and make so many people feel less alone. That being said, keep a hold of your secret words. You're gonna need them for when you're chasing demons. When does chasing demons come out? What is this? I will peel the truth from your flesh like petals from a blackened rose. She loves me? Can I do anything? Don't do this. She loves me not? Can I do anything here? She loves me? Please. I beg of you. Can I do something? She loves me not? I can't do anything. Gah. Gah. She loves me. She loves me not. She will never love a monster like you. So let her choice take its toll, and in her cell, may she rot. Alright, that's it. That's the test. Final revelation. Exhausting. That was exhausting for me. I'm really glad that I did this. I finished this third installment of the game. But it has me completely and mentally, spiritually, emotionally done. I am tired. It just, every time it pulled at me, pulled at my heartstrings, you know, squeezed the emotions. I just felt like I was just tired, man. Hell, even sexually, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Although there were a couple of ones where I was like, man, that was really good. You can tell that this is a passion project game. Like they put their whole foot into it. They put their whole foot into it. I'm really happy, and I can't wait for the Chasing Demons game to come out, if it's not already out by now. But I enjoyed that so much. I want more. As exhausting as it is, I want more.